Okay, I must be visible, audible. Let's go ahead, starting this session now. I know the last one was quite easy yesterday, but starting this one, and as I marked, yesterday it was the easy one, today it's the moderate one, and tomorrow we will discuss the difficult questions asked in SSC CGL 2024 examination. I repeat, yesterday was an easy peasy one. I'm sure you have gone through that. If you haven't, do go through that. And today we'll be discussing, who's that? Okay, so let's start the session now. Welcome Vaibhav, Pramod, Isha, Ajay, Viplavi, Shweta, Radhe Radhe, Chandrasen, Ansh, Yashwanti, Priya and everybody here. Army lovers, Jai Hind, Muskan, Wrinkle, Nancy, Ajay, good evening brother. We will see many variations such we have discussed in the last class as well, authentically in CGL 2024. Yagesh, Princey, Saurav, Soumya, Kajal, Manisha, Vina, Shivani, Gunjan, Jyoti, Nirvi and all of you here. Radhe Radhe, good evening, welcome from my side. Okay, we have an offer and I'll mark you before I finish the session. In between, I would love to say if you have any objection, doubt, difficulty, drop your doubts in the comment section. Either me or my assistant will answer you shortly. Answer a little carefully, not the way we answered yesterday. Strong, weak, below, under. Not that easy. These are the moderate ones. Let's go. Some will be easy, but some will make you think. For sure. Shrishti, good evening. Ram Ram Sandeep. Good evening, Shivani. Princey from Real ID Today. Abhishek Desile. Okay. The first one, off and on, I usually teach on the very first day when I teach idioms and phrases. Off and on, you can think about an old bike which starts sometimes on, but sometimes doesn't. So it happens occasionally, irregularly, both with the same intonation. Something which happens occasionally, irregularly, I would say, not frequently, I can say. So that is supposed to be off and on. The same goes with now and then. So that's the meaning of the given idiom. Know something thoroughly, completely, not that way. That's the opposite. Irregularly. Remind object to someone, nothing. You have to mark inquisitive. Pooja, good evening. Radhe Radhe, do not be sorry. Yes, of course. When you say, if you want to be a good detective, it helps to have an inquisitive nature. That means you must have that curiosity. You must be curious to know things. What happened then? What happened then? What happened before that? etc. And the opposite of curiosity, the antonym, is not going to be comprehensive. It is synonymous. If I'm curious, I'll read the whole passage. No. Itemized, sorting things in an order, sorting items in an order, not that way. Intrusive, to enter forcefully, intruders, nothing such. I'm interested, I'm not interested. Opposite. Antonym. God bless you, Rahul. Praita. Nancy, I will. You guys have the help of spell check. Har Har Mahadev. Yeshi. Good morning, Annie. Good morning, hey dear. So yes, uh, all the chefs in the world are famous because of their blank space skills. Spell check in a different way. Culinary, nope, nope. That's the spelling related to food and cooking. Related to cooking, not that particular one. See, the blank space of his argument, crux, synonym. Yes, synonym. Good evening, Soumya. In CAT examinations, I think you know the level of English in CAT. In case you do not know, no problem. Om Namah Shivaya. Sum and substance, Princey. Yes, of course. So, this is the blank space of his argument was that the educational institution should continue this or that, etc. Fine. That's the sum and substance, the conclusion. What's the summary of the passage is the essence of the passage. In CAT, they frequently ask, they give you a passage and you have the options. In just a couple of lines, you have to mark the essence of the passage. Which couple of lines defines the whole passage? That way. Objections welcome. Remember moment of inertia, inert gases in the periodic table as well. I remember the moment of inertia. I'm sure you have gone through in physics. Yes, of course. So the opposite of active is going to be passive for sure. He is always active, but blank space in the class. The opposite of active is careless, also negative, but not the opposite. Passive, it should be angry, naughty, it's inert, not active in the class. Sneha, Radhe Radhe. Good evening, Priya. But how did you know this, Ajay? Would love to ask heartily. Sel, good evening, hey dear. Vaibhav, for the first time, I don't agree to what you have said. For the first time. Not in a negative manner. Can somebody mention something interesting? Welcome, Ankita. Something you have come across for the first time. Not my messy here. You do come across them. Sell something different. Ajay. Sheetal. No, Shikha. Not asking this. I was asking something else that I want to show if you guys haven't, say, Okay, saving time and going ahead. Have you ever seen in SSC such instructions? Okay, sentences of a paragraph are given below in jumbled order. We know them. Arrange the sentences to form a meaningful, coherent paragraph. We know them. Note. This is an advertisement of an ice cream brand. How many of you, honestly, not judging you for sure, just mentioning, how many of you noticed this? That they have marked the first sentence and now they're asking the second, third, and fourth. This is an advertisement of an ice cream brand. That's a notice. That means the first sentence, the theme is already given to you. Now you are free to rearrange them. Now you can start. B statement says, yes, sir, thank you. Yes, Shikha. So now we have to define something in terms of being an advertisement of an ice cream brand. I can't start with B. It stays in shape, which, what? That's why, starting with that's why. Silky, thick, double ice cream for sure. You're talking about the advertisement of an ice cream brand. Has a unique, fresh taste and texture. Can go ahead. Beautifully firm, nice, silky. Further the properties of that ice cream or the brand. That's why this is delicious. CBA. The combination. The notice was different. The notice was quite different. Ankita. Sel, I am sorry, brother. Uh, 2 batches for SSC CGL Tier 2 have started, so I am taking both of them, because of which you understand. So we have 3 classes, 6 p.m., 6 p.m., 6 p.m. I would say, Monday onwards, at the same channel, the English medium one, not there, on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. If you have been regular in my classes, I do mention these words that for a disease, we have a couple of symptoms. The first one is mild. No. He has just mild fever. He'll be okay till the evening. No problem. He can go to the office. Mild, not severe. The opposite goes severe. He can't even wake up. He can't even stand up. That's the level of fever he has. That is severe. So mild symptoms, severe. The opposite goes chronic as well. Fever will vanish in 2-3 days. But some diseases which reflect back again and again and again over years are supposed to be the chronic ones. So the patient was suffering from a chronic disease, come in again and again and again and again. But common? No. Universal? No. Usual? The synonym. Mild, the antonym. Acute and mild. Ayushi, perfect. Acute is also with great intensity, but for a couple of days only, not for years. The opposite goes acute. Perfect. Ajay, thanks for the honesty. Ram Ram. Hey brother, Sham. As suggested by my keyboard, we have some what? Privilege. Okay, let me check. It's privilege, not E. It's privilege, not D either. Not this one. C. Hmm? Thank you for confirming. The only related one to the word highlighted. It's economical. That means you're not spending money much. You are not spending money much. Even when he was left with plenty of money, he lived a simple life, not spending pretty much that way. So synonym is thrifty. We go to the thrift shops, sometimes the thrifty shops, buy cheap items, not spending huge amount of money. Purposeless, out of context. Extraordinary, out of context. Hardworking, out of context. They aren't even related. Yashwanti, in Hindi, if I say kifayati, yes, Ajay, in the previous one. Priya, perfect. Telescopes and probably they. No, 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 no. Telescopes are not built on mountain tops. We cannot build a telescope. We can use them, buy them, not build them. No, Princey, I gotcha. Telescopes cannot be, that's what I said, cannot be built on mountain tops. Prakta, I hate you. So these can turn around to track stars with the rotation of Earth. Okay, what can turn around to track the stars with the rotation of Earth? I think all of us know what is used to track stars along with the rotation of Earth. A telescope by default. Observatories are places to study place. Okay, they are mostly built on the mountain tops. Can say that. Come on, people who started with D, I hate you too. People who started with D are, I'm sorry, wrong. How can you build a telescope on a mountain top? People who started with D, C, and that way. And the whole community, check this out again. That's why I hate you, Priyakta. Prayakta, I'm sorry. That was my mistake, I'm sorry. You cannot make a telescope on mountain tops. All in one. Nancy, thank you. D, A is the link. Telescopes are placed there, and telescopes can turn around to track stars with the rotation of Earth. Telescopes can turn around to track stars with the rotation of Earth. So that is D and A, the best link. But it is available on in two options, I should say. But again, B can start, C cannot start the passage. They are placed what? C cannot start. Just one option. Let me go through this quickly. B. Observatories, the places are places to study a place. Okay. They are built on the top of mountains. You can make them anywhere because you are going to study a place. If you're putting this on the mountain top, probably reaching out the stars and all. If you're putting it in a, say, room, a building, you may be noticing something minute and tiny. It's all up to you. So observatories are the places to study another place. That's why they are built on this, or any other place. Telescopes are then placed in the dome-shaped roof of the building in which, and the telescopes can turn around to track stars with the rotation of Earth. Nancy, yep, the best link was D and A all together. And that is available only in just a couple of options, but C not worth because they cannot start. So just the first answer correct. Don't try to be unanimous when the others are wrong. You have to be yourself. Most welcome, hey dear. Sheelam Ridhima. Most welcome. Ajay, it has always been. People like you are quite rare these days. People like you are quite rare these days because everyone thinks of Prakta. You better know me. I'm not saying this to you or anyone here, but we have starting in just one option with A. Let's go ahead. Don't go ahead. You will fall. In the morning, 9 to 10. Hey dear. 9 to 10 in 10 days. Evoke is to induce a person to do something bad, specially. So that's a synonym, of course. Abandon, divert, reduce, no. Synonymous. Sale. Okay, I will. I will. I promise I will. A class for RCs. Thank you. Pramod, thank you for the Hindi word, which will help many of you here. Somehow the same. Somehow the same. Synonymous. I make you write a couple of words, not a couple, four of them I should say. Remember this whether and whether in the chapter of verbs, and this whether and this weather. This is the weather, the temperature one. This is weather. The conjunction whether you go or not. This is whether, the passive state of a flower, not active but passive after 2-3 days. Whether. And this is whether, an obsolete word for where nowadays, the adverb of place. So whether, to go down, deactivate, passive. Most of the flowers bloom in the spring season, but they start to go down, get deactivated, passive, wither. Flush, you do in morning. Flourish will be the synonym of bloom, not the opposite. Blossom will be the synonym of the word. I did share a reel before the starting of CGL, and that was an idiom marked in that reel. Princey, I'll have to check. Not so sure. I'll check. Thank you, Abhishek. That means your exam was on 10th of September, 12:30 to 1:30, that shift, huh? So wish somebody good luck. Come on, boys, go break a leg. Idiomatically, that means good luck for the examinations, all the best and such. So wishing you luck for the exams, break a leg. Remember this down in the dumps? Taught to some people yesterday. Down in the dumps. This is to be sad. He's sitting there down in the dumps. He's all on, hey, what has happened? So he's going to be sad, depressed, feeling blue, and that way. Come on, high five. So that's a state of happiness, I would say. You know the meaning of hands down? In case you know, all okay. In case you don't, this is not the one you can assume or imagine. Hands down is like, hey, hands up. I'm sorry. Like hands down? No, that's not the literal one. This is actually, I can do this hands down without making efforts. I need not use my hands to do this. That means quite easily a piece of cake walk, and I can say. So hands down without efforts is hands down. Objections welcome. Breaking hands. Let's check. Let's check both of these. The noun form of evoke and breaking hands. Evocation. The same way, Princey. C-A-T-I-O-N. From Ford equals, Oxford. The meaning of breaking hands. It is not getting shown in the idiom dictionary. It's not an idiom, hey dear. No. Avinash. No problem. Uh, the tip of the iceberg. Ajay? Sel, I'll explain with the help of Titanic, somebody has written. Yes, this is, say, water level of a sea, the depth of the sea, and you just see a tip of something. Like this is so tiny. No problem, we can pass it over. But we probably cannot because that may be as huge as one hasn't imagined. So that's just the tip of the iceberg. That means you're just able to see this part, which is so tiny, you can't assume what the original or the hidden part of that may be. So a small noticeable part of a problem, the total size of which is really pretty much greater. This is the tip of the iceberg. Pramod has marked absolutely correct with the help of, I shouldn't say with the help of which, because of which Titanic sank. It was just a tiny tip they were able to see during night. They thought it'll pass by, but it couldn't. Sank. Perfect. Avinash. Yes. Yes, it is. I have many students here for SSC stenographer. You stay connected and I promise you will see the changes. And I promise you will see the changes. I have marked this n number of times in classes. Dipsomania, probably the two words I discuss. Probably the two words, the only two words I discuss during classes. Dipsomania and kleptomania. Both are here from the database of SSC. Dipsomania, irresistive craving for drinks, I should say alcoholic drinks, craving. And kleptomania is for stealing money and such. The first one is satyromania for sex. Maniac is a person, not specifying anything. Any person may be maniac. Kleptomania for stealing purposes, and this is for alcoholic drinks. And the one who doesn't drink is a teetotaler. I hope you remember. Now this is a figure of speech in English in Hindi. Soumya, see you in the evening. Pramod, unbelievable. Yes, Avinash better knows these. Had I been speaking Hindi, I would have said खड़क सिंह के खड़कने से खड़कती हैं खिड़कियां, and the opposite of that. That means just one letter or sound and repeating that in the subsequent words, the following words, the adjacent words. So that's a figure of speech in English. That's alliteration, the repetition of just one letter or sound. Round the rugged rocks, the wrecked rascal ran. That way. What about epithet? I remember appy is right upon, just like epitaph, words written on a tomb. We have epitome. So what's epithet? I think you know a nickname we can say in one word. Simile is another metaphor, is another figure of speech. You are as tall as a mule. This is not the correct simile. That was asked by SSC, 15th of August 2015, if I'm not wrong, CGL. You are as tall as a giraffe. Mahendra Singh Dhoni is as cool as cucumber, as fast as a cheetah, and that way similarity. Allegory of cave, I hope I marked you. Expressing allegory of cave, I did mention 15 days ago. Some people here remember. So this is allegory representing abstract terms with the physical ones. Showing, portraying abstract notions with the physical ones is the allegory, another figure of speech, the little I can say right now. So that is alliteration. SSC has asked this word. Etiquette is the same as manners. Don't you have dining etiquette? The way you are eating is so, you should, and such. So etiquette is a synonym of manners, and etiquette is a formal word. for manners. Don't you have manners? Dining manners, how we communicate to a person, how we talk to a person. Don't you have the manners? You don't have the etiquette. Hyperbole, metaphor, alliteration, cacophony, allegory, simile, personification. Apostrophe is also a figure of speech. Nancy, rather lovely. Vishali, I will teach pretty soon in next 1 month. In now. You have to mark the synonym of, say, cavity. Cavity, I repeat. Yes, Priya, absolutely correct. Cavity means the dental problem. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. But if I think about that only, I cannot answer elevation or height or mound or hole. I probably can answer, even if I talk about the cavity of teeth. I can answer. What do you think is the synonym? Avinash is correct. That's the opposite. So when you say mound, it shows things exaggerating. How should I explain in English? That's a synonym of height, putting things on the top of each other. You can say that is mound. Mountain, mounting upon the horse. Elevation, up. Height, up. Mount, up. Mound, up. Hole, a cavity in your teeth is also the hole from which bacteria enter and such. So the synonym is hole. A heap of trash or anything. I do not know in those terms, Ankita, but the base meaning of the word is here. Yes. What is that? BRR, promote. And what does that mean? Avinash, Priya. Brua. I could do that. Whoa, Ajay, so cave is also going to be a hole inside, not on top of anything. Oh, thank you. Just like shore, surety, pure, purity, negative, negativity, positive, positivity, scarce and scarcity. So cave, cavity, a hole of that. Wow. Sel, you are absolutely correct. Thank you. This is an expression used to define, my goodness, it is getting so cold right now. Expression expressing getting things getting cold, the environment, the weather getting cold. But the expression coming after this is not defining anything getting cold. The city view from the Eiffel Tower is amazing. So it's not anything defined by or defining cold. Drop it. Say, wow, fantastic, anything such. Not this particular interjection. For the first time, I have come across SSC asking interjections. Yes, for the first time, I have come across SSC asking interjections. Yes, Yagesh, that's an interjection. Now I can't say interjections are not asked in examinations. Okay, what about the meaning of stunt as a verb? What about the meaning of stunt as a verb? Sheetal Savita. Hinder. Stop. Prevent. Curb. No, Yagesh, that's a noun form, stunt. The meaning of stunt as a verb is to stop something from happening, prevent something from happening. Absolutely. Damages the body, stunts the body. Yep, as a verb. Smoking in your youth stunts the body and clouds the brain. SES in a verb, SES in a verb. It's not a noun here. A couple of nouns can't together either. Clouds, noun, brain, noun. How? So it stunts your body, stops your body from growing. Yep, absolutely. And clouds the brain, covers the brain in that way. So A, B, C, D, straight. Anybody can dance. Obstacle. Yep. Rhythma. Stunting, wasting, types of malnutrition. I don't know, but thank you. You belong to Africa, Princey? Something which Tom Cruise has been famous for, not is. Maybe, Nancy, I didn't notice. Maybe, won't matter. See, but I didn't get this pride of lines. I'm sorry. How? How? A herd of cattle. Select the most appropriate option to substitute the underlined word segment in the given sentence. So I think that is fine. Herd of cattle consisting of females, cubs, and a small number of adult males. Pack of wolves, school of fish, flock of birds. Priya, pack of lions is not the correct form. It's pride of lions. Pack of wolves, pack of cards, pack of cigarettes also. Especially, the guy mentioned the answer, also the description. Pramod, the next one. Since they have marked one of the identification marks here, cubs, I think we know the young lion or such animals, the meat-eating ones, you can call the violent ones. The adults of those are violent, we can say. Young lion, I'm sorry. Also, it is used for lions and such meat-eating ones, the violent ones. And amongst all, fish cannot be marked as a cub. Birds, they don't have cubs. Wolves can be considered, I'm sorry, lions, a better choice. A pride of lions because of cubs. Vaibhav Dikshit, have always praised you, would love to praise again for the distinction. Pramod. Yes, Ajay. Yeah, no problem. Yes, the other spellings are wrong. Consensus, I think, doesn't have this S. Yep. Colleague replaces this A and E. Bizarre doesn't have this I in between. The only spelling which is correct, which doesn't seem correct, even if it is correct, is entrepreneurship. Entrepreneur, your ship, not my ship. I haven't, Vaibhav. I haven't, brother. Ajay, I always have been confused. That's my honesty. All of you are students, a teacher. Have been teaching for 11 years. I still get confused when it comes to the spelling of occurrence. Not even sure it is ANCE or ENCE. Of course, I'm looking at the comments. You guys must be using spell check and that's automatically corrected from your keyboard, but still not sure this is occurrence ANCE or ENCE. I may be wrong. Nobody's perfect. No objection. The occurrence, not this one, not this one either. Probably, no, I'm not sure. Please correct me. ENCE. Okay. With a double R. Okay. Hey Siri, what's the spelling of occurrence? You illiterate. What's the spelling of occurrence? You are literally illiterate. So confiscate, if you understand Hindi, is jabt karna, to seize the flat synonym, and that is over there. Restock, to fill the stocks again. Destroy. What is this titivate? What is this titivate? I asked, you illiterate, what's the spelling of this? And she said, I-L-I. You're literally illiterate. But I forget. Literally illiterate. Yes, Ajay, can be an oxymoron if I say. The meaning of titivate is based on the pattern of putting ate after words and making verbs forms out of them. And this is princi a verb form of tidy. Of course, in English, we have spellings, pronunciations getting changed when we compound them with another word and such. Pramod, not that way, but somehow related. The meaning of titillate is, I'm not speaking Hindi. Hey, let's go to have golgappe ko English mein kya bolte hain. But this is a lot different. The meaning of titivate, yes, is to make something tidy. To make something tidy. So that is a variation form, a verb form of tied or tidy, I would say. You better know what tidy is. So synonym of confiscate is seize, flat. Police seized illegal alcohol. Police confiscated illegal alcohol. No, Avinash. Yes, yes, yes. I'm going to have golgappes. Water balls, thank you. Yes, appropriate is for seize, especially for land and such purposes. Shivam. If we have prepared for SSC examinations, some terms we know despite not followed by off. Fastly doesn't exist. Cowardly is an adjective, not an adverb, and some others like hardly followed by when, no sooner than, and such. So one of those is fastly. If you come across the word, need not read the whole sentence. This is impossible. But the fraction is C, the answer is A. Perfect, Soumya. Yes, ordinary. I love the stunning view of the mountain. So the meaning of stunning, I think all of us know, is fantastic, is beautiful in that way. The beautiful view of the mountain. Toxic, antonym, fine, but toxic is something which is harmful, not the opposite of stunning, that is beautiful. The opposite should be ugly and such. Superfluous, more better. not nothing. Expressions go superfluous. Smashing can be a synonym of stunning. Wow, smashed it, brother. Not the antonym, but this is boring, I think. Not interesting. Boring, I would say. Ordinary, I can say. So, mundane. Gloomy, melancholy, dull. Rhythma, impressive. Praikta, probably the best answer. I hope you know these lines that the English people, the English, I said not English the language, the English looted us and even looted the word loot, which is a Hindi word. Talking about India, not North India or South India. They looted us, even looted the word loot, because Indians kept on saying during हमें लूट लिया हमें तो. So that was a common word they kept hearing. So they added this to the English dictionary. Another one such was lathi charge. You have this here, which is now an English expression. Lathi charge. You better know what a lathi is. So the police told the agitators to back in. The meaning of back in is to say park your car in a garage and such, in a parking or such. It doesn't exist otherwise. Is to just back in. I'm trying to back in my car to park it somewhere, and they're not parking themselves. So back out, go back and such. Back out will be a better word. To withdraw, retreat, and that way. So perfect. Back out. Else they would lathi charge. Finish. Okay, no problem. It's 55. Thank you so much for being here. Today we had some difficult, moderate questions. I hope you liked it. And tomorrow we will have some difficult questions. So get ready for them. The one who protests, Ankita. Protest. Protest. You better know what a protest is. Okay. Do subscribe to the channel if you are new here. You will get many classes such and some updates coming pretty soon. And do join me on us, I should say, on the official Telegram channels. Before I leave, let me show a picture of, what should I say, the offer going on if one wants to, say, join oliveboard. Just a sec. Let me show that. We have this offer. I must show you. The Navratri sale we have. Goa. Yes. If one wishes to join, can celebrate with us using the code CELEB and grab flat 45% off with 4 months additionally free. Can grab SSC Super Elite, the all-in-one solution for all examinations available, the SSC ones, at oliveboard SSC platform. Suggested, recommended by the toppers. You will get access to all the courses here, notes, mocks, typing tests at just 1346 or the minimum price, I would say. Access to all courses for CGL Tier 1, Tier 2, stenographer, say CHSL Tier 1, Tier 2, mock tests, typing tests, the computer tests, computer courses, and every single thing conducted at SSC Coaching by Oliveboard. The paid ones, the free ones also. Okay. So thank you so much for being here. Would love to see you pretty soon. Thank you. Thanks everyone. Thank you, Abhishek. Back off. I'll have to check because phrasal verbs are quite tricky. They change their meaning just in a fraction of a second. I'll check. Ajay. Thank you, Ankita. Avinash, no, you won't, I know. Thanks for the humor. Thank you, WebHub. Thank you so much, brother. Ajay, Priya, Ridhima, thank you so much. See you tomorrow at the same time, 6. Aditya, Sandeep, Pragta, Isha, Muskan, thank you so much, Radhe Radhe. Perfect. Sheetal, Pramod, Princey, thanks a lot. You take care. Purvi, Nirvi, Ridhima, Kajal, Yashi, Priya, Shivani, Avinash, thank you so much, brother. Good night. Yagesh, Shivam, Drinkle, Soumya, Nancy, Yashwanti, Lovely, Chandrasen, Army Lovers, Jai Hind, Tata, bye bye, take care, be safe, Vishali, Radha Radhe, Sandhya. Ajay, let me check. Let me check before I turn the session off. Back off. Let me check. Back has some phrasal verbs. Let's check all of them. It's back away, it's back down, it's back off. You are correct, brother. Draw back from action or confrontation. Draw back from action or confrontation. Just back off and leave me alone. Impressive. That's a better one, I would say. That's a better one, I would say. I see that's something related to military. You are correct. Thanks to you for mentioning this. This is to draw back from action or confrontation. They backed off from the reform of the system. Withdraw. Perfect. Perfect idea. Thank you. Thanks to you. See you.